and welcome to our first grow along, which is going to be garlic. So what do we need to grow garlic? First of all, we are going to need the garlic itself, and I will go over the different types in a moment. Then we will need a dibber, a stick or a spade in order to make space for the individual cloves, not the entire bulb, to be planted. If you want to plant these in pots, then you'll be looking at 6 individual cloves per 12-inch pot. We will also need an additional layer of feed to the bed. Now if you've already fed your bed, then that's absolutely fine, we'll plant them a little bit deeper, but if you haven't, then you'll be looking at adding some compost or manure. There are 3 different types of garlic and reasons to grow individually. So this is a soft neck garlic variety. This will usually produce more individual cloves, but is more suitable if you have a warmer southerly garden. The hardneck varieties are much more suitable for northern gardens and will do better in a wetter soil. Then we have elephant garlic that is actually more related to a leek. They are all part of the allium family, but they are more suitable to leeks than actually garlic. They give a much more mild flavour, and they can also be left in the ground if you want to, and they will continue to divide. Hardneck and elephant garlic will provide you with scapes. Scapes are the seed head that it puts up, often a few weeks before it's going to be ready to harvest. They are completely edible. You can get them as well from the softneck varieties, but usually that is when they start going to seed. So it's more often, if you want those, you are looking at getting the elephant garlic or the hardneck varieties. When it comes to storing your garlic for long-term storage, the hardneck varieties are a better option. If you want to grow both or all 3, then you're just going to concentrate on making sure that you use the softneck varieties and the elephant garlic up first, or preserve them. Where should we buy our garlic from, and is it suitable to grow it from the supermarket? There are many people that find growing it from the supermarket is successful. There are a few things to consider, however, before you do that. First of all, the garlic that's grown in the supermarket may not have been grown in our climate, so therefore won't do very well necessarily when we try and grow it in the UK. Secondly, it may be sprayed with things to actually stop the growth to continue while it's on the shelf. Thirdly, is it may carry diseases that we don't want to bring into our garden. The seed that you buy from suppliers has been screened and has been grown especially for that. It is also likely to have cloves that are of a better size, and they have been selected to make sure that the garlic is of a good size in order to grow good sized bulbs from it. So where would I recommend buying our seeds? So this year I've bought mine from the Garlic Farm on the Isle of Wight. The Isle of Wight produces some absolutely amazing garlic and is very good at it. So have a look at that. It may not be something that's within your budget. If that's the case, then have a look at some garden centres or online supply stores. Some very well used ones and well bred ones are Early Purple White and Solent White. So do we need to cover the garlic over winter? So first of all, if you have pigeons that are likely to pull out your young plants as they come through the soil, then you'll want a netting. If, like me, you have allium leaf miner that seems to be spreading over the country quite a lot, then you will need a very fine net to cover them. It is best to keep that net on right from the beginning. There are months when they're not as prevalent, but I find it better just to keep it on, and then you're safe. If you have a really wet garden, then you may have found that your bulbs, if you tried to grow them before, have rotted very quickly. One way to eliminate this is to grow them in cell trays or pots over the winter and then plant them out in spring. So if you do have that problem, then please make sure you've got some pots to pot them up, and we'll have a look at that as well. So garlic can be grown from any time from late September till Christmas. Traditionally it is grown on the shortest day of the year and then harvested on the longest day of the year. If you don't manage to get them in over Christmas, then you absolutely can try them in the spring. You will find, however, that they don't grow as large bulbs, and they really benefit from the frost, which helps divide the cloves. Garlic likes to be grown in full sun and with good drainage. If you have had it rot in the ground in previous years and you think you might have had white rot, then you will be looking at not putting garlic in the same ground for at least the next 5 years. You can therefore either grow them in pots, which they do very well in, or you could use a different bed. So keep that in mind. Garlic grows well with brassicas, tomatoes and potatoes. It's also a great natural deterrent of pests because of the smell that it gives off. So if you've had problems with carrots and the smells, we'll plant them alongside, it may really help. So the next information for our grow along will be as soon as my bulbs arrive. I will let you know when that happens. It should be late September, so I'm hoping to get them in by early October. If there is a delay, I will let you know and we can put up the next videos of what we're going to do next. I hope you'll join us.